Hey, what's up everybody? This is Brock. Thought I'd make a little video of replacing some gas line that we need to do in order to drywall a ceiling in a basement remodel that we're doing. We're going to be using some gas pipe that's relatively new to the DIYer. We're going to be using the homeflex CSST. It's a stainless steel corrugated pipe that we're going to be using just so that we can easily get our pipe from this point here where it comes in the house. We're going to have to get around some duct work and actually get it in the mechanical room there. So that's the reason why we decided to go with that flexible gas line. We've also got some of the fittings that go with it, special fittings that clamp around the pipe. We'll show you how to use those, as well as you need to make sure that we have the correct thread sealant. Make sure it's for the proper application, as well as some leak detectors. So we'll start taking this pipe out of here, and then we will show you how to put all that together. All right. First things first, you're going to want to go to your gas meter outside and make sure that the gas going into the house is shut off. All right, make sure that those holes line up, and you know that your valve is off. So we're going to break that union free, and we can easily take the pipe apart from there. All right, so we're going to start removing this pipe, and luckily we have a union here and actually a union over where we're going to join back in with the rest of the black pipe. So we're going to start there at the union. If you have one, hopefully you do. But a pair of pipe wrenches really makes the job a lot easier. Sometimes you can use channel locks if you have nice big channel locks in a pinch, but pipe wrenches really does the job. So we'll start taking them apart now. So you start working your way back after you've got a break in it, and taking those pipes back apart. All right, so this is our union where we're gonna remove this pipe that's coming down right here. It went to another fixture that's no longer there. So we're gonna eliminate that altogether, and we're gonna go ahead and tie on with our CSST right here at this point. So we'll go ahead and take that off now. So on your last fitting, you want to make sure that you hold the pipe on, especially if there's no angles or anything like that. Hold on to this pipe. That's the last one you're taking off. We're taking this fitting off right here. Get this out of the way. Taking this last fitting off, so we want to make sure to hold on to that pipe right here to prevent from that coming off further down the line and having to check, for leaks further down if we've disrupted that. So we're gonna go ahead, we have our 1/2-inch pipe that's supplying our furnace and water heater on that end. We have inch pipe coming into the house. And so we're gonna reduce it as soon as it comes into 3/4, run 3/4 up to here, and we're gonna choke it down to 1/2 inch to supply everything with, just to keep high volume on the gas. Didn't necessarily need 1 inch, but 3/4 was a little bit more cost effective, so we went with 3/4. So we're gonna put this reducing coupling on, and then we'll do our fitting on here. Make sure you use the right pipe dope. It's good for natural gas. We're going to go ahead now and thread this into our 1/2 by 3/4 inch adapter up on the gas line there, and then we're going to make sure we use pipe dope on these threads as well, and then we'll show you how to attach the actual hose, the line to that. Some specific instructions as far as removing the jacket, so we'll show you how to do that in a second. All right, so as you can see there, we got that threaded in to the reducing coupling. And then now we're gonna take this nut off here, and we're gonna show you on another fitting how to thread that on to the actual flex line itself, how to strip that plastic back there, how far to go. So each one of these fittings comes with 3 parts. Unless it's a union, then it'll come with 5 parts. You got the main fitting right here, and we have our pressure ring, and then we have our crimp ring, and then this goes around the pipe. So what we need to do is we need to cut back some of this coating on the pipe here. Basically, it's a stainless steel corrugated pipe, and the directions call for you to cut it back on the second rib back from the end. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just score it with a razor knife. The second ridge, it said. Just cut that off. Peel it off. Now, important, you slide this on here first before doing anything else, because the next step is the retaining ring that keeps this from sliding off. So in order to get the retaining ring on there, you just get a pair of pliers. And we can even almost get it by hand. Yeah. I'm gonna get a pair of pliers just to get it nice and crimped all the way around there. And then our fitting goes to the end, spins on there, and it can't come off. So then when we've already attached this to our gas pipe on the other side, and so basically that allows us to screw on there without kinking the pipe itself. So we always want to attach this to our black pipe, which is stationary, and then you want to thread that one on there secondly, so that the pipe won't kink. I'm going to go ahead and put our reducing bushing or coupling on here. Now, obviously, if you're putting 3/4 to 3/4, you don't need to have a reducing bushing. But in our application here, we needed to have one. But make sure when you purchase the fittings, you're getting the correct either male or female end, depending upon if you have a fitting that you're threading into or if it's just the end of the pipe. Should we put dope on all those threads? It's your best friend. Put that in there. All right, now to show you how to cut this pipe, basically once you've figured out what your length is, which we're pretty close to it right here, we basically take our tubing cutters, put it on the ridge that we want to cut. And then we try to cut it nice and even, make sure it gets pressure all the way around. Make sure you get a nice cut, because that end is the surface that actually mates up against the seal. So you want to make sure that it gets good, burr-free. All right, now we're going to go ahead and cut the plastic sheeting around that like we did before on our other end. And basically, you have the end of the pipe, and then you have these valleys, and it says to go the second valley back from the end. And we're just going to stick our razor knife in there, and we'll score that all the way around. Doesn't take a lot of effort to score that either. Cuts pretty easy if you got a good sharp blade. And then we'll just cut it, peel it off, and we'll put our fitting on the end. All right, now we got our length all figured out. We're gonna go ahead attach that to our fitting. Go ahead and snug this up. All right. We got her nice and tight. All right, so we got our pipe all braced up and run over. This is all going to be a bulkhead area over here, so we didn't need to stick close to our ductwork over there, but we'll go ahead and turn the gas on now, and then I'll show you how to put leak detector on there to see whether or not we've got any gas leaks or not. All right, we've got our gas on, and first and foremost, you probably want to go walk around it and make sure that you know, take a sniff and listen and see if you can hear any hissing. That'll tell you if there's any big leaks that you need to worry about. But if you don't notice anything there, then we'll go ahead and put some leak detector on there. Now this is basically, it's just soapy water. So in essence, when you put it on the joint, if there is any leak, any gas or anything getting out, it will bubble up. It's pretty simple on how to use it. There's a little dauber inside the jar here. So we'll open that up. And basically you just swab it on there. So we'll do that now. Get this so it doesn't fall. Got our gas on already. So we'll just go ahead and just let it run all over your fitting, any place where gas can be coming out. looking for is it making bubbles. Now, some of these bubbles we made when we put on there, but we're not seeing anything on this joint. So we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the other joint, and as long as we don't have any leaks coming out, then we should be good to go. All right, appreciate it. Thanks for watching the video. I hope it helps. I hope it simplified some things. Obviously, the whole job probably took me about, I would say probably half an hour to 45 minutes, maybe an hour at the most. But definitely that flexible gas line makes things a lot easier. It makes it so you don't have to thread black pipe anymore, which is difficult to do, or you have to keep making trips back to the home improvement store, the box store. So hopefully that helped, and I hope to have more videos out there soon.